evidence is there. Hope is back for Nigeria.
Expectation grows as President Tinubu decorates new acting Inspector General of Police. And President seeks legislative backing for state police, says insecurity is local. Again, another week of prime attention to security matters. Hello and welcome to Executive Recap on the NTA. I am Musbat and Wahab. Thanks a lot for joining us. To whom much is given, they say, so much more is expected. President Bola Tinubu has demanded greater contribution to the fight against insecurity from the Nigerian police force. It was during the decoration of a new acting Inspector General of Police, Tunji Disu, who was appointed after the resignation of a former police boss, Kayode Egbetokun. President Tinubu, with whom the acting Inspector General had worked in the past, appears to know a lot about the new police head, and he expects that the new sheriff in town brings its experience to bear in view of the current security challenges confronting the nation.
I took this decision for you to assume this responsibility because I know your record. I believe in dedication that you've exhibited while you were in Lagos and I was the governor of Lagos State. And now you assume this responsibility at a defining moment for our nation's security and expect you to strengthen the discipline, enhance interagency collaboration, and restore public confidence in Nigerian police. Lead firmly but fairly, demand professionalism at every level, and ensure that safety of lives and property remains our highest priority. It's a daunting challenge. I know you can do it. You have my full support as you have to advance the security pillars of a new hope agenda. You are a straightforward individual, committed and respected. You have sufficient amount of discipline. And you can draw from experience of Kayode Egbetokun, who had been there before you. The commitment I need from you is for you to make it better than you met it. Nigeria is challenged right now with banditry, terrorism, and all sorts of criminal activities. You've been part of the thinking, and you've been part of the innovation. The challenge as you hold the baton of this leadership is the belief that you will excel and Nigeria will prevail. To the outgoing Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, I extend the gratitude of the entire country, Nigeria. We are a grateful nation to you.
And after the brief ceremony, we interacted with both the acting IGP and the outgone one, Kayode Egbetokun. Here are the conversations.
Acting IG, sir. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Okay. Let us know what this appointment means to you.
The appointment means a lot to me. It means a lot to me because I have the the love of my profession, the love of the country, and it came at a time I was not expecting it. That makes me give thanks to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for his magnanimity to see me fit to be appointed as the Inspector General of Police.
Okay, so what would
the president seems to believe so much in you. He spoke glowingly of you, of your career. He knows a lot about your past. So what does this do as in form of encouragement towards the assignments you have at hand?
The president mentioning a lot of activities about me, mentioning areas I've worked, mentioning successes I've recorded as a policeman, brought emotion to me, almost brought me to tears. It shows the president took his time to monitor officers, and it shows the president was throwing a challenge at me to go out there and do what I'm known for and ensure that I bring peace, recognition, and to the country.
Okay, so what would be your top priority for Nigeria?
My top priority, one of the first lectures I'm going to have with my men, I'm going to talk to them, let them know that the citizen of the country are the boss. It's very, very important for them to know that no police anywhere in the world can succeed without the cooperation of members of the public. I'm going to ensure that I take their welfare into consideration because people who are motivated are putting their best.
So what charge will you be giving to your men and officers for the public to know and keen into your vision for the police?
I will let them know that the area of impunity is over. I will ensure that I train them and encourage them to ensure they follow human rights. I will ensure that they know that I will try to follow a regime of zero tolerance to corruption. And most importantly, I'm going to drum it into them that we can never succeed without the cooperation of members of the public. I will make sure I do that. And most importantly, again, the country is facing a particular problem now, issue of banditry, insurgency. I know all police officers around have been doing their best. They are hardworking people. All I need to do is to channel their morale and their thoughts to make anything better.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me start by saying that I give glory to God that I'm stepping aside today as Inspector General of Police. My gratitude goes to Mr. President for reposing enormous confidence in me right from the time he appointed me as his CSO when he was governor in Lagos to the time he appointed me as Inspector General of Police until this day that I'm stepping aside. And in fact, tomorrow, I'm grateful to him. I am particularly excited that I am handing over today to someone with whom I share a unique history. We both had the rare privilege of benefiting from the mentorship of Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, dating back to his days as governor of Lagos State. I remember learning something. I learned many things from him, from Mr. President, but there is something I remember he said when he was governor in Lagos. He once said that a good leader should have a succession plan and must invest in his likely successors. I invested in likely successors in the Nigerian police force, and I'm happy that one of those that I've invested in has been found most suitable for the job and has been decorated today. Thank you.
Your advice?
My advice to the newly appointed Acting Inspector General of Police is that he should continue to show commitment to the things that we have been doing together. He has been part of my administration from the beginning. He was my PSO. He was CP in Rivers in FCT. He was the AIG in charge of my SPU. When Mr. President gave the order, presidential order, to withdraw police from VIP protection, it was Tunji Disu I called upon to ensure that presidential order was given full compliance, and he did it so well. I am happy that he's the one that is taking over from me, and my advice to him again is that he knows all those things we've been doing together, restructuring our intelligence coordination, improving interagency deployment model, dismantling several criminal syndicates. I'm sure he's going to continue to do that, and improving our intelligence response mechanisms. I have so much confidence that he will surpass what I have done.
Now let's highlight the journey of the Acting Inspector General of Police so far. Born on 13th of April in Lagos, the acting IGP, who was hitherto the head of a force criminal investigation, Alagbon, had participated in various operations of the force. He also led the first Nigeria police contingent on the African Union peacekeeping mission to Sudan in 2005. From 2015 to 2021, he led the Lagos State Rapid Response Squad, a team charged with the responsibility of rebranding the image of the force while also confronting the then-growing crimes in the state. At that time, the squad paid attention to community engagements, crime prevention, and proactive policing, earning widespread praise for professionalism and citizen-focused services. And in 2021, he was appointed the head of the Intelligence Response Team, IRT. His achievement included successful dismantling of sophisticated fraud syndicates targeting bank accounts. He served as Rivers State Police Commissioner from November 2023 to October 2024, where and when he formulated operational guidelines, managed criminal intelligence and databases, coordinated with the police formations, maintained surveillance on criminal gangs, and ensured the overall efficiency and effectiveness of the command. And for those services, he won IGP Award as the Best Commissioner of Police of the Year in 2024. And now, in days to come, the Nigeria Police Council is expected to sit and take a look at the possibility of giving this acting IGP the appointment on a substantive basis. And after that, the name is expected to be forwarded to the Senate and the National Assembly for confirmation. Now, even at events supposedly a relaxed atmosphere, police matter came up yet again when President Bola Tinubu charged the National Assembly to commence consideration of constitution amendments in order to incorporate state police towards securing the country better. He was speaking at the interfaith breaking of fast with members of the Senate and the State House. President of the 10th Senate, Godswill Akpabio, led the senators to the presidential villa. The president acknowledged the commitment of both arms of government, that is, the executive and legislature, to the progress, success, development and prosperity of Nigeria, despite the challenges which the country faces, including insecurity.
We are facing terrorism, banditry, insurgency, but you never fail to make a right response to these calls. What are we asked for tonight is for you to start thinking how best to amend the Constitution to incorporate the state police for us to secure our country, take over our forests from marauders, free our children from fear.
The president also appreciated their collaboration on various reforms of the administration.
I have a lot of credit for both reforms. Without your collaboration, without your inspiration, those reforms are not possible. We are reformists together. What we gave up and what we stopped is a monumental corruption in subsidy. We gave it up. We don't want to participate in monumental corruption, in arbitrage, foreign exchange. You don't have to chase me for dollars. You could see what Nigeria is today. You should be proud. And I'm glad you are proud of this moment in time. What we are enjoying is stable economy, prosperity beckoning on us. We just need to work hard.
President of the Senate assured the president of their loyalty and cooperation, just as he says members of the Senate remain united irrespective of political affiliations in the interest of the nation.
We are happy with you. We will continue to remain loyal. We will work with you for the good of this nation because we know you mean well. I want to thank you for even the reforms that they have brought to bear. And the reforms, you did not bring them through any other group, except this group, the National Assembly, particularly the Senate. Everybody thinks there is no problem in the Senate. We sometimes disagree in closed session, but when we come out, we are all smiling. Most of the time is to let people know that Nigeria's interest is uppermost.
At a similar gathering for the House of Representatives members, President Bola Tinubu called for continued support of the National Assembly to achieve desired results in the fight against all forms of insecurity in part of the country. President Tinubu commended the Speaker for his leadership and the members for their commitment to the cause of Nigeria, particularly their support to the reforms embarked upon by his administration. The president believes such spirit of collaboration is much needed now to overcome the challenges of insecurity, as he reiterated the need for state police.
It was very difficult at the beginning for people to realize the direction of my thinking. But I'm glad one thing didn't happen. With the heat from the critics, none of you came to me to say, can you reverse the removal of subsidy? You collaborated, you joined together as a team. You just gave me the inspiration to move on. Because the heat was high voltage from the critics. But today, we are better off for it. The next side is the area of insecurity. Now you know more than anybody else that security is local. And if security is local, we just have to work together to put pressure on our public to accept the need for state police. Amend it. Not a straight free fall for everybody. Tie it in a way that will not be abused like in the past. A good legislature must learn from the past to cure the present.
Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, who acknowledged the improvements in the nation's economy after the initial turbulent moments, expressed members' belief in the capacity and direction of the president.
Every member you see here, whether from the majority or from the minority, believe in what you are doing. Believe in the direction of this government. But by the grace of God, things have started flowing. But I believe we have not even started seeing the best of you. The best of you will come in the next mandate, 2027 to 2030.
And President Bola Tinubu similarly hosted state governors where he said the best of Nigeria is yet to come with determination and partnership between national and sub-national governments to rescue the country. The president commended the governors for their efforts of ensuring development in their respective states, calling on those on the platform of his party to tolerate more, embrace the downtrodden and spread development opportunities across the grassroots.
The generosity of Professor Zulu. I saw the layout of those Ramadan outreach, both for the Christian and Muslim. That is a very, very good spirit. To all of you, your efforts, I've seen a lot of progress being made in the states. I can't commend you enough. But please, I appeal again, let's go further. We will establish state police to combat the insecurity.
Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State spoke on behalf of the governors.
Nigerian governors will continue to partner with you. Nigerian governors will continue to work with you. We have appreciated the new reform policies you brought, the leverage you've given to state governors to operate, the support and the interventions you've created, the ingenuity you brought to bear, and the new governance style you introduced. This is a period we will also join in praying to Almighty God to give you strength, good health, stronger wisdom in navigating the affairs of the country.
Imam of a State House Mosque, Abdul Wahid Suleiman, and the Taraba State Governor, Agbo Kefas, prayed for peace, unity and development of the country. And just before the week ran out, President Bola Tinubu formally received a briefing on the security situation in Bauchi State, which recently experienced some disturbances in a part of the state. Governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, had an audience with President Bola Tinubu on the situation. Afterwards, he told journalists that he updated the president on the disturbing activities of bandits in Al-Keleri local government area of Bauchi State, which requires a timely attention.
And the situation is escalating to a level where it will become a big humanitarian crisis, because out of fear and paranoia, most of the inhabitants are running to other states and other local governments at this time of fasting, and that's why I visited there with the aid of security agencies, saw the situation and brought a report to Mr. President and sought for special presidential intervention. And we know him to be somebody that is very serious with security. Without any prior appointment, I only prayed with him. He gave me he saw me immediately. And of course, I'm even proceeding to other very senior security officers under him, NSA and the rest, who would do the needful. So
was his response?
Very positive. He has already given directive.
And on recent happenings in the political arena, particularly the wave of defections from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling party, APC, Governor Mohammed acknowledged the freedom of the governors or whoever to move to any party of your choice. However, the governor maintains his stand to remain in the People's Democratic Party.
PDP is still there. I thought, as my brother, you would give us kudos for what you have done in the FCT. At least you can see we are better than the big coalition that is everywhere. I don't want to mention their name because there are people I respect in that coalition. But PDP is a party that is everywhere, in every ward, in every corner of the country. It has a brand that has survived over the last 2 decades. So at least in our outing at the FCT, where we won 1 out of 6 and about 16 councillors, and of course we are moving. Certainly we have challenges of perceptions, challenges of litigation, challenges of this and that, but it is so with every party. And I think even APC will have to watch their own after coming out of primaries, because they are becoming very big like PDP. PDP became big and it exploded, not imploded. And I am not feeling lonely because I know my state. At least I am in my state, and my intention is to make sure that I stay back and look at how elections are won from the polling booth, because election is won locally, not nationally.
And that has been it on Executive Recap for the week. Thanks a lot for being part of it. Another week beckons for the presidents, and we expect you to join us for another package of the program next week. God bless you and yours. God bless Nigeria, and Ramadan Mubarak.